Right, well, I just got home, just spent an hour out in the park and in the woods a bit as well, picking a bunch of litter, and I got a bin bag full. I've not saved the world, but I've made my little difference. I've been looking for things I can do to help out in conservation terms in the local area for a while, not really come across anything yet. So rather than kind of just waiting out until I find something, just do a bit. Just out and about, picking some litter. So this is just by a park, and in the bushes it's mainly bottles of liquor and some beers and things as well. But I guess that when kids have got to drink in secret and it's kind of naughty and they're breaking the rules, they're not really considering the environment and not making rubbish. They're just already being naughty, so why bother binning all this stuff? Just dump it. Not that's the right thing to do, but I guess it's just what happens. I'm actually finding it really interesting to be walking around picking up the litter, because you have to slow right down to be able to spot the litter. I'm also noticing a lot more than I normally do, just the diversity of the different plants and the different birds that are around. And it's really interesting. I've spotted a few things that I haven't seen before, so it's actually quite a good exercise, not just for helping nature but also learning a bit more about it as well. And there's a little bird egg. Help as I go around as well, but notice improvements that I'd make to the management of the area. So there's quite a bit of coppiced hazel around, although it's very poorly managed. And I can't help but think if that was managed well, then it would actually become quite a good resource. And I noticed further up here as well, because the park loops round, just up here where I'm walking towards now, it looks like they have actually cut down the hazel, but then rather than make any use of it, they've just popped it through a shredder and just shredded it up. Which is a bit of a shame, because I live pretty much just across the street and I could have made some good use of that, and I'm sure that other people could have done as well. Here we go, look at this. Ooh. If you look at the mound compared to the area around it, it's quite a mound. There's quite a bit of wood being shredded to go into that. And also it's been coppiced very poorly as well. The grass here is longer than the other sections of grass because it's really muddy and squelchy, and it gets even squelchier over here. Look at that, there's just standing water in it. And that's in part because we've got heavy clay subsoil. But yeah, so they just don't seem to even want to put the tractor over it, quite rightly. So that all could have willow planted on it. It would help take out a lot of the moisture from the soil and also create new habitats, and then over time as well you'll be able to coppice the willow and use that for basket weaving or different kind of crafts like that. So turning a problem into a solution there. Where the tractor has gone over the grass, and yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Big ornamental cherry, which looks like quite a good contender for a bit of guerrilla grafting. Probably graft on some good cherry onto that. That'd be a nice little yield. There's a couple more around here as well. mix of different things around here, including some hawthorn, which could graft onto some medlar or some apple, pear even. Got some sloes on that autumn. If it wasn't on the edge of the park, then I'd probably eat it, but I'd be scared. It's covered in dogweed. In case you didn't know, you can eat those little flowers, and they're quite tasty. See, just here, we've got a little Jack by the hedge plant, hedge garlic. It's a nice one that, I'm quite pleased to see it because I've not seen any Jack by the hedge around this area before. So I would like to eat that one, but in the interest of allowing the population to grow, I'm going to leave them for the time being. But yeah, there's just another example of me getting to know the place a bit better just by going around picking up some litter. And my bag's getting nice and full now. I think I'm going to have to stop soon because the weight's starting to split it. Got some holes and things for me in it, and I don't want everything to fall everywhere because that'll just ruin all my hard work. I'll get around a bit more first. Bit of sunshine there, and no litter around it either. Beautiful. Again, and it seems that most of the litter's actually in here. There's only been a few bits and pieces around the path. So what I speculate is that the council, when they're going around picking up litter from the park, they don't bother dipping into here. And probably what happens as well is that when the winds blow, they blow all the stuff in here and it gets caught in all the bushes. So I'm just going to pick up a bit more and then call it a day before my bag splits. We have some bad man in the bush, smoke in the bush. Finding things. Here we go, we got some Jack by the hedge, and we got some primrose. Not in that order. Lots of little baby Jack by the hedge in here. And primrose. Awesome. Two things that I've not yet seen growing around this area, and I've just found them in here growing in relative abundance. So pick litter, you learn lots, and you do your bit as well. Also, look at this. Bluebells. Nice little excuse to go off the beaten track and really get to know your area a bit better. Done all the work for me here. There's some good news. Some of the bags are split, so I'll probably have to come back, but looks like some half-responsible group has come out. They've put all their cans and bottles and things in some bin bags. So that's great. Maybe next time though, I can take them to the bin that's 20 metres up that way. But still better than nothing, I guess. Not sure what these are. They look like some kind of plumbing thing. There's a load of them though. Love a bit of fly tipping. I think that's going to be my last then. And that's a full bag. Okay, so there's my bin bag full. It's not split yet, but I'm getting quite worried about it, so I'm going to head back home and then sort through the recyclables from the non-recyclables, and we'll see what we've got. Right, so that's me done really. It's filtered through everything. All this stuff now is just ready to go into the trash. And so in 1 hour I've gone out, collected a bin bag full of stuff, recycled some of it, put the rest in the trash, cleaned up the local area, and also had a fantastic walk and learnt a lot. Found some new edible species around that I didn't know were growing around here. If you think it's a bit weird going around picking up litter, then good for you. Guess you're right, it is weird. It's not something that most people would do. It's below them. When I was younger, in fact when our house was being built, there used to be a man that used to come up to the building site and he'd come and take things from the skip. And then as I got a bit older as well, I used to see him around. He used to go around on his bike. And he'd just go around collecting things from skips, picking bits and pieces up, bits of rubbish, things like that. We all thought it was weird. Now I see exactly where it's coming from. You don't just throw things away, there is no way. All these things have to go somewhere. Just try it. Try going round, picking up some litter. Just go out with a bin bag. Who cares if people think you're weird? Just go around, pick up some litter, have a bit of an explore like I did. Have a good hour out, have a nice time, learn a bunch of stuff, come back home, pop it in the bin. You'll change your mind on away and on litter and rubbish. Just seeing where it's going. If you don't want to go around and pick up litter, do one thing for me. Don't drop litter. If you already do pick up litter, or if you have been out picking up litter today, nice one. Big respect to you. Good job. And if somehow by chance you happen not to be bored to death by this video, then maybe think about subscribing and you can see more videos like it in the future. Thanks for watching, have a great day.